Hi, everyone. My name is Dr. Sachiko Nagasawa. I'm a registered clinical psychologist and the founder of Base Psychology, a private practice that specializes in maternal mental health, body image, and eating disorders. I wanted to take this time to sincerely thank NEDIC for your ongoing advocacy work across Canada in the area of body image and eating disorders, and for inviting me to share some psychological tips on how to cope. So today I will be drawing upon evidence-based strategy outlined in my workbook, Tolerance for Uncertainty, a COVID-19 workbook, a guide to accept your feelings, tolerate distress, and thrive during this difficult time. Just going to scroll down here. It can be downloaded for free from my website at www.basepsychology.ca. Just look under the services tab under COVID-19 workbook. It's being used across Canada within schools, within hospitals, universities, family health teams, and private practices. I'm also hearing about clinicians using it across the world. So hearing it being used in various states in the United States, New Zealand, Switzerland, Sri Lanka, and the Philippines, just to name a few. So if you don't already have it, it's an excellent free resource to help you get through this really challenging time. Today, I'm going to be briefly talking about emotion regulation, self-compassion, and ending with a mindfulness practice. So let's just dive right in. So what is emotion regulation? Let's just scroll all the way here. Okay, emotion regulation is the ability to control or influence how you experience and express your feelings. In order to regulate your emotions, you need to understand them. And you can do this by learning two simple things. First, identify your emotions. The simple act of naming your emotions can help you regulate them. Neurocognitive research has shown that identifying your emotions, affect labeling, may diminish emotional reactivity. And the majority of people that I work with, whether in private practice or in hospital settings, say that it's extremely difficult to identify and describe their feelings because we're not really taught this emotional literacy. And this difficulty in psychological terms is called alexithymia. Number two, what else can we do? Understand what emotions do for you. It can be hard to change your emotions when you do not understand where they come from or why they exist. Briefly, emotions motivate our behavior. Emotions communicate to others what we're feeling. Emotions are a signal guiding our attention to what is important in our environments. And emotional reactions can provide us important information about a situation. Dr. Paul Gilbert talks about the three circles of emotion regulation. So there's that drive system, that system that focuses on achieving goals, on consuming, on accomplishing tasks. Think about that system as do, do, do. The threat system is the system that manages threats, moves towards protection, survival, seeking safety. And then there's that soothe system, the system that allows us to slow down, to soothe, rest, and digest, safeness, kindness, and care. Although we might not realize it, many of us spend the majority of our time in that threat and that drive system. And I would say that's where the majority of us are toggling between right now during a global pandemic. So self-compassion. Taking care of yourself is essential in this moment of great global instability. Research has shown that fostering self-compassion is associated with improved mental health and well-being. The soothe system has a calming influence on both the threat and the drive systems. This is really important as without our soothe system, our threat and drive systems become overreactive and can lead to uncomfortable emotional states such as anxiety, anger, and sadness. While others' kindness can stimulate the soothe system, self-compassion can as well, which is incredibly important during this time of physical distancing. So what is self-compassion? What is this hokey concept I'm bringing up? Dr. Christian Neff, a psychologist that's identified as kind of empirically validating self-compassion, describes it as a practice in which we learn to be a good friend to ourselves when we need it the most, to become an inner ally rather than an inner enemy. So the three elements of self-compassion is self-kindness, common humanity, and mindfulness. So first, mindfulness is being in the present moment. It's being able to be intentional with our reactions. The majority of people that I work with are either ruminating about the past, I shouldn't have done this shouldn't have happened, or catastrophizing about the future. What if this happens? Or I'm so excited about this. I can't wait till this is all over. But not spending a lot of time in the here and now. So being in the present moment gives us power of how we want to react, or actually, let me rephrase that, how we want to intentionally respond. Instead of being reactive, we can be intentional. Self-kindness is, rather than being harsh, we act supportive and encouraging to ourselves. It's really focusing on our inner dialogue. When something goes wrong or we're not the best version of ourselves, how do we speak to ourselves? And then common humanity is this idea, this recognition that we're all flawed. We all make mistakes, and we're just a work in progress, and we're doing the best that we can in the midst of all this uncertainty. So let's take a moment and really foster some loving kindness, some self-compassion, and get here in the moment. So I'm going to be encouraging us to practice some mindfulness. A lot of people that I work with find it incredibly hard just to go with silence as the mindfulness practice. So I'm going to provide a script. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into this mindfulness practice, but I'm going to stop my video so you can just hear my voice. So I'll stop that now. And then I'll ask you, whether you're seated on your bed or on the chair, is just to kind of get grounded and start to just sit and shift into your body, okay? If it feels comfortable, you can close your eyes to go inward. But for some of you, if that feels uncomfortable and safe, just keep a light gaze on the screen or at something like the floor in your room. So in this meditation on loving kindness, I want you just to sit and allow yourself to switch from the usual mode of doing to a mode of non-doing, of simply being. As your body becomes still, bring your attention to the fact that you're breathing and become aware of the movement of your breath as it comes into your body and as it leaves your body. Not manipulating the breath in any way or trying to change it, simply being aware of it and the feelings associated with breathing, and observing the breath deep down in your belly, feeling the belly as it expands gently on the in-breath and as it falls back on the out-breath, being totally here in each moment with each breath, not trying to do anything, not trying to change anything, just simply being with your breath, giving full care and attention to each in-breath and to each out-breath as they follow one after the other in a never-ending cycle and flow. If distracting thoughts arise, which they will, acknowledge them, then return to the practice. And now bringing to mind someone for whom you have deep feelings of love, seeing or sensing this person and noticing your feelings for them arise in your body. It may be simply a smile that spreads across your face or your chest becomes warm, whatever the effects allow them to be felt. Now let go of this person in your imagination and keeping in awareness the feelings that have arisen. Bring yourself to mind now and seeing if you can offer loving kindness to yourself by letting these words become your words. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I ride the waves of my life. May I live in peace no matter what I am given. And noticing the feelings that arise and letting them be as you look within yourself with mindfulness and equanimity. When you are comfortable, try offering loving kindness to someone who supports you, who has always been on your side. Bringing this person to mind, imagine them perhaps across from you and letting these words become your words. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you ride the waves of your life. May you live in peace no matter what you are given. Once your feelings flow easily to a loved one, turn your attention now to someone with whom you have difficulty. It's best not to start with the most difficult person, but perhaps someone who just brings up some irritation or annoyance. And seeing if you can let these words become your words as you keep this person in awareness. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you ride the waves of your life. May you live in peace no matter what you are given. And notice the sensations and feelings that arise within you, and see if you can just allow them and let them be. And now bringing to mind the broader community of which you are a part, we all are a part. You might want to imagine your family, your workmates, your neighbors, or fan out your attention until you can include all persons and creatures on the planet, and including yourself in this offering of loving kindness as you let these words become your words. May we be happy. May we be healthy. May we ride the waves of our lives. May we live in peace no matter what we are given. So thank you so much for joining me and practicing some mindfulness and learning some skills to get through this really difficult moment. Stay safe, everyone. Stay well and be kind. We're all in this together. Take care, everyone.